Hi.
Hello.
Hello, world. Hello, weekend.
Hi, Matt.
And good morning, Chloe. How are you?
Oh, I'm great.
I love a little jazz clarinet first thing in the morning.
Oh yeah, I love a yes clarinet. I played clarinet growing up in
Did
band.
you?
Yes.
You're
Um.
breaking up a little bit, Chloe. Your internet's getting a little weird.
Oh no.
Oh, I think we're okay now.
Is it back? Are we
It's
good?
back. We're
Okay.
okay. Chloe, we are
Crisis
gonna
averted.
we are gonna spend so much time catching up later in the show.
Yes.
Right now, we have to bring our first guest on because she is taking time out of her day to come visit with us, and she can't be missed at work for too much longer.
Yes.
So let's bring out writer and very, very funny person, Kate Cargill. Kate, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. It's so good to see you.
It's good to see you too, Chloe. I hope you're
Yeah.
enjoying your many adventures.
Oh yeah. Uh, for our viewers, I am in Boulder, Colorado
I didn't
today.
know if your location was top secret, so I didn't want to
Oh yeah. No,
Chloe
I
is in a
well,
bunker.
here's the thing is I'm moving on today, so like they're not even going to have time. I
Yeah.
feel comfortable
You're a
saying where I am
ghost.
now cuz they're not going to have time to find me here. So,
Well, Kate, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now you are a you write RPGs, right? Well, that's not the only thing you write, but one of the things you write are role
I will
playing games.
specifically I write RPG scenarios, Matt.
RPG scenario. Ooh, well,
Which I can go ahead,
yeah.
sorry.
Please tell me more about that because I have no
Okay.
idea what. Like,
So, if you write RPGs, you write RPG systems, so like
mm,
Dungeons and Dragons, Vampire, Unknown Armies in this case. I
mhm.
actually can't do that.
oh, okay.
That's like the rules part. I find that
Uh,
very difficult to write,
Yeah.
generally.
mm.
Um, Scenarios are like the adventures that you play in those games.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
and I sort of came to that in, I guess I would say, an amateur way, if I'm being honest. So I really like this game, Unknown Armies, which is about like these occult weirdos trying to fix the world in this sort of Lynchian, humanistic, psychological horror universe.
Oh, I
Okay.
love
Um,
that.
and I really loved this game. I came to this game by way of my husband, who introduced me to it and ran a long game. And I wanted more people to play this game, but a lot of folks who play RPGs these days, especially, tend to use like pre-written scenarios in their games. Like they don't want to write like the world that they're in.
Mm.
They'd like to have like something that's sort of helped do that for them. So I found a lot of people I tried to introduce this game to were like, "Oh wow, that sounds really cool and weird. What would I run in this?" And so I wrote this book of one shots, which are adventures that take place in a single session, in order to like help introduce people into the game. Uh,
Oh, that's so
Okay.
cool.
yeah. And I really put a lot of effort in because I wanted it to be really accessible to people who were new to the game.
Hmm.
So it's very extra for something that sort of started out on a lark. um, so
No, I
yeah,
love that. I
that's it
love
in a
that.
nutshell.
That's really cool. So, like, yeah, and this unknown armies. Tell me more about this game. It sounds really fun.
Yes. So in Unknown Armies, you play people who are these sort of occult weirdos, and they have every character in Unknown Armies has an obsession, which is something that drives you.
Uh huh.
And as players, so like in D&D, what would be like your fighter and your mage,
Mm-hmm.
but
Hmm.
in Unknown Armies takes place in the modern day in our world, basically, but weird. So all of the players form, instead of a party, what's called a cabal. And every cabal has an objective. And
Okay.
that
Oh.
objective
Oh
is
my.
to do something uh, to or for the world that they are uniquely concentrated on.
Okay.
So, like, uh, one of the objectives in this book is to create an automotive renaissance in Detroit that's run by Detroiters, and you sort of use this weird magical ritual in order to do that. Um, Like some other objectives are, I ran a game based in Boston about the MBTA, which was to stop the governor's evil cabal from destroying the T. And they used sort of like occult power to do this. One of our players was a Cleomancer, what's called a memory wizard or history wizard. And they can like literally like change people's memories.
Oh my.
Oh, wow.
The way that magic works in Unknown Armies is very, very different from other games, which is like part of its charm to me. So there's two kinds of magic. One is adept magic, which is like the wizard magic. And the way that that works is you are so obsessed with something that you can break a hole in reality around your obsession. So if you're a Viaturge, what's a car wizard, you can...
a Viaturge?
A car wizard?
Yes, you can lay your hands on a car and physically heal it using the power of your obsession with cars.
I love that.
Yeah, or if you're a Fulmaturge, a gun wizard, your most powerful spell is that you can literally fire your hand at someone and say bang, and you can shoot them, and no one else can see that wound, but it's real. And
what?
So, and can't be healed. Each adept has what's called.
Skelly Lich Boys into it.
Yes, I have linked this to some Unknown Armies players. I know.
Yeah.
So apologies for their weirdness in the chat.
No, we welcome their weirdness. We welcome it.
Cheers. Welcome.
Each adept has what's called a taboo, which is a thing that they must not do, or they will lose all of their magical charges. For a Fulmaturge, you can never shoot a human being. And if you do that, you lose all of your sort of your mana, your juice that lets you cast magic. Or like a Viaturge, they always have to drive. They could not get on a bus, for example, or they would lose all of their magic.
No public transit. Unless, what if they're driving the bus?
Yeah.
Yes, that you could be a bus driver and a Viaturge.
Okay.
And actually, I thought about that as a character concept for this MBTA game. I thought that would be really fun, is to have a bus driver as a Viaturge. It's a little different than the normal concept, which kind of makes it appealing to me.
It would be nothing but chaos. It would be nothing but chaos magic if you were an MBTA bus driver, because
if you do a taboo and your magic gets drained, is it drained forever, or is there?
So you lose what are called your charges. So like if you were playing like D&D, that would be like I guess your spell slots, because of D&D's weird fancy and magic system. But but so in adept schools, you do what's called gaining charges, and you do those by performing like certain kinds of peculiar ritualistic actions related to your obsession. Okay. And there's two main types. There's minor charges and significant charges. There's also major charges, but those are like you have to do something like world-shatteringly a big deal for your school. So like if you were a Viaturge, you would have to like create like a weird automobile renaissance. You'd have to do something like that changes the entire country essentially. But anyway, so minor charges. So like if you're a Viaturge, your minor charge structure is every night you have to spend the night in a different place. So you have to be moving around, and then you get significant charges by driving 100 miles at a time. And you just sort of repeat these ritualistic actions to gain charges, and then those charges power your spells, which are card formulas.
This sounds like an amazing game.
It's an amazing game.
I really want to play this game. Like I'm like all of a sudden I'm just like, oh man,
I'm into it.
I really want to play this game.
The other type of magic is called avatar magic. To use avatar magic, you channel archetypes, which are sort of these ideas that people have about people in reality. So like the fool and the mother are archetypes, or you can also do some stranger ones like the star, or like the messenger, or the salesman, like ideas people have about people.
Yeah.
And you are able to change how people act and interact with you and around you by behaving like that archetype. So
interesting.
Yeah,
that's
so like
nuts.
Yeah,
that sounds like so much fun.
Yeah. So every time and so each avatar has like different they're called channels, and they do different things. Like there's a mother channel that makes you like almost a literal mama bear. Like it doesn't physically turn you into a bear. That does remind me of another thing that does something similar. But it makes it so that you can like literally heal people emotionally or physically by like mothering them.
Like, oh, here, have some more milk.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're not eating enough.
Yes, exactly. And then, like, they can be more nefarious things, too, or things that can be nefarious. Like, there's a salesman channel that lets you trade intangibles. So, like, you can remove someone's stress in exchange for, like, their ability to do something, for example.
Oh, like Ursula. Like
kind of like Ursula, actually.
I love that.
Yeah, the avatars, like, their lower... tier abilities tend to be less impressive than adepts, but like their higher tier abilities can be really terrifying. Like there's an ability of the firebrand that lets you literally bring yourself back from the dead, which is like
handy, really, I'm sure.
Yes.
So
yeah.
Well, Kate, you
might be useful.
Yeah.
I mean, you've talked me into it. I just need to find a game.
Yeah.
Now,
and like one of the things that's great about it is because using magical powers sort of confines you in these really weird ways behaviorally. Like, it's almost becomes a superpower to be a normal person because your behavior isn't confined by, like, these weird taboos all of the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so my favorite show that's ever existed is Avatar: Last Airbender.
Yes.
And I'm part of... Well, so I'm in a Facebook group called the Order of the White Lotus.
Yes, I know the reference.
Yeah, I got that one.
Yes.
And you have to know the White Lotus password, which is like in the show. You have to know the White Lotus password to like get into the group and everything. But they were talking about how one of the characters that doesn't have any powers in this universe, is really important and powerful because, like, you know, because he didn't have bending, he has social skills.
Yes, exactly.
And like knows how to use weapons and stuff, which can be, you know, you can fight differently that way. And somebody was like, if Sokka had bending powers, the show would have just been called Sokka and his good buddy Aang.
It is true, though. There's a great moment in that show where, like, everyone turns to Sokka and they're like, what do we do, Sokka? He's like, why are you looking at me? And it's like, you're the ideas guy. And, like, that is very true. Like, if you're the not magical person in your Unknown Armies game, like, you can be more grounded and you end up often becoming the leader. Yeah. in some ways. My character does have... in my long Unknown Armies game, just have an avatar channel, but most of the game she was just a normal person, and like she became party mom because like the other characters were just so weird and just out there that like I had to be like, no, stop.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Kate, real quick, because I know you've got to go soon. I want to talk about your. I know we could. I mean, honestly, you could come back and we could probably spend a whole. Well, you said you were working on a couple other scenarios, so maybe you could come and maybe Chloe and I could help you play test one if you ever have one.
That would be great.
We could do
be a lot of fun.
I wanted to really quick hit on the podcast that you also write for that Chloe is involved in.
Yes.
Because we should. I mean, I feel like two of the three of us work on this project. You should probably talk about it.
Okay,
probably a little bit.
So that's called True Tales of the Illuminati, which is also about very strange people, but in a different way. We're about to launch our Kickstarter in August for the second season, and that's about occult conspiracies gone horribly wrong. And it's basically like a workplace sitcom, but what if they were part of a secret cabal of weirdos who fail forward through history?
I have heard the phrase "secret cabal of weirdos" more times today than I have ever heard it in my life.
I'm just recycling the same language,
and I'm okay with it. Like I love that phrase. That phrase is amazing.
But yeah, Max, my co-writer, describes it as they snatch defeat from the jaws of other weirder defeats.
The way that I describe it to people is It's the Illuminati trying to subtly influence history, but they're doing a bad job.
Yes. Chloe's character has been described as evil Leslie Knope.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Now I just picture Leslie Knope with an eye patch,
She
and that
really
sounds
believes
amazing.
in the lies.
Yeah. It's a delicate system, and it's beautiful, and my character just really leans into the overcomplication of all these secrets.
That's part of the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Uh,
And I actually, when I auditioned for the show, I was looking at another. Showed up to audition for another role, and then I read the lines for Beck and sort of fell into it, and I was like, nope, this is me. This is my personality. And like, the longer the show goes on, the more I'm like, I definitely relate to this character and like really,
but in a bad way.
but like in a very uncomfortable way.
I also relate to Beck in a very uncomfortable way.
Yeah.
It's like my worst version of myself.
Yeah.
And it does feed back into itself too, because once you guys start playing the characters, like that image of how they're played is in our mind as we write future seasons.
Yeah.
The first season is about trying and failing to hide the secrets of the Illuminati and the pyramids, and then the second season is about failing to fake the moon landing so hard that they actually land on the moon.
We were trying to fake it. Damn it. Oh, I love that. Kate, thank you so much for coming today.
Yes.
I mean, you'll have to come back when you have more time, and we can literally probably spend just the whole show just talking about, because we didn't even get into Vampire, which we
didn't
obviously...
get into the Midwest, the cradle of RPGs.
Right. We're going to talk a little bit more about the Midwest here in a little bit, and you'll just have to come back and join us and talk more about it.
Yes. All right.
So follow Kate on Twitter. Her handle is right there. I've also posted her the link to her scenarios through drive-through-rpg.com. I will post that again so you can see that. So go get that. Check out Unknown Armies, and thanks, Kate.
Thanks for having me. Have a great day, guys.
Yeah, you as well. Take care. Bye-bye. Fantastic.
What a delight.
What a delight. And honestly, we could have probably gone for another hour or so.
It's true.
Chatting on that. 100%.
Yeah.
If you do go to our Discord, Skelly Lich Boy, a new follower of the channel, hello, welcome, posted some links in the Hello Weekend Discord for Unknown Armies if you're interested in looking to play, which I am. So
we are now for sure.
Yeah, we are. If I wasn't before, I am now.
It sounds so fun.
So you can check that out. I also, if you're not on our Discord, you should join our Discord.
Come on in.
Come on in. Yeah.
The Discord is fine.
The Discord is fine. Unlike here, where it is humid AF. Oh,
yeah.
I had so much to do yesterday and so little motivation to do anything.
Yeah, that's understandable. Colorado is not like that, and it has been a great reprieve.
Oh yeah, tell us about your road trip. So you've last week you were in Wisconsin.
Yep.
And now you're in Colorado.
Yep.
I assume you did not just poof
teleport. Oh,
your way there.
If I could have a power, teleportation would be it.
If you could teleport to just like if you had the power of teleportation, but you could only teleport to like one place, right? Like you could and back, right?
Yeah.
There and back, but it has to be like that one place. Where would it be?
Oh man. Probably like, if I could only pick one place, I would probably pick a place where I could like
get to other places.
Go and be alone and just like chill out. You know what I mean? So I probably pick like a really cool waterfall in Iceland or something.
Yeah,
Very
where you
natural
could just
setting.
go and
I just pop out and meditate. Like I'll be if I like get mad at somebody, I'll be like, hold on, I gotta go to my happy place. And like
literally, and you literally go to your happy place.
I just have some time to like decompress. Maybe do some yoga. Who knows? Can I take stuff? Can I take stuff and people with me?
Sure.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
It's the whole touching, like it's the whole. We're doing Nightcrawler rules.
Okay.
If you're holding
Good.
on to the person, then
They come with you.
yes.
Yeah, because I would want to take my yoga mat with me.
Well, yeah, you could take stuff, right? But you could also, like, if you
Yeah.
wanted to take somebody with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I would like build a little,
Oh man.
like a
I
little
would
cabin or something there.
What a cool date spot. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's a very multi-purpose
Yeah.
spot. Yes, yoga mat. Yes,
A mat
that's
that
me.
does yoga.
That's the new show we're going to be doing.
Brand.
We're going to be trying out in August. We're going to I'm going to lead people through yoga, and it's just going to be called Yoga Mat.
Yeah. This is gonna be animal poses.
It's just going to be that and child poses. Like it's going to be the real easy stuff. None of this. I don't know.
We might even make a few up. You know. This is raccoon pose.
Yeah, or it's like you're
Look surprised.
wash things with your hands.
Oh
My
gosh,
favorite is
nothing-
otter pose, where it's just laying on my back in a pool with my hands like this.
Yeah. Otters are the best. They're the chillest animal.
Speaking of animals, sorry,
Yes. Yes.
This is the first time we've done Hello Weekend, and we're just kind of winging it, you know.
Yeah.
And I have we're talking about animals, and I found a really great YouTube video.
So we got a perfect segue.
For cute animals. Yeah, absolutely. I just want to make sure I'm getting the right one.
Yeah, because we got a new intro video, and so we don't have the cute baby animals. So we're gonna show them to you now.
Yeah. I will say, YouTube ads are starting to really get to me. I feel like they're personally attacking me at this point. Like I'm seeing so many
Matt.
YouTube ads for that whatever it is that it's like cleaning your undercarriage.
Oh yeah.
It's like
Really?
it's like people hate stinky balls, and they're like holding tennis balls and like
I think that's better than though. Like when I turned 30, all my Facebook ads were like, "Why not take a vacation where you can also freeze your eggs?"
You're not getting any younger. It's like when did your grandmother take over the Facebook algorithm?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I don't care for it. But
Yeah.
so here's this is like the end. It's one of those like compilations. So there's this, and then
Oh boy. Oh boy.
can you hear that?
I cannot.
Oh, hold on. I gotta stop sharing now.
Figure out the audio here.
Oh man, whoever runs this show is
We need to get it together.
get their shit together.
Mike, if you're watching this,
Mike,
please come
if you're
back.
watching this, we switched the time.
We
Can you
missed
do it
you.
now? Can you come back?
Can you come back? Actually,
Actually, yeah, that's why we did it.
we should
Mike.
ask him.
We should have. Nobody thought of that. Nobody thought to do that.
Oh man,
Man,
that's why we need him.
Chloe, we did not plan this. There's just something about watching a. Can you hear that now?
Yes.
Just watching a panda.
This is great. You know how much
Like I could watch that forever.
they have to eat
Yeah.
They have to eat a ton of bamboo every day. It's incredibly inefficient. It's like, so this comes up a lot with pandas. Like, they're so cute, but like, it would be great if they were easier to keep around in existence, because
Right.
they need so much food,
Mm-hmm.
and they like don't want to make panda babies, and they only get, unless they're doing I think they only have like one or two at a time if they're doing it on their own.
Right.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah. Pandas are so chill that they like their own chillness
Yeah.
is causing them to
It's
go
going to be their
extinct.
downfall. Yeah.
Oh no. Well, I could sit and watch pandas eat bamboo
It's true.
all damn day. This was also cute. I like this. This was two. This is two like birds. Are you okay with birds? Like, how do you feel about birds? Because I know some people hate.
I love
Like,
a good bird.
I don't get birds as pets. But
Loud.
they are, as this video proves.
Oh.
I got to start it at the beginning. That would probably help.
Yeah.
Here we go.
probably.
All right.
Yeah, look at that. All right.
Hi, baby. Look how pretty. Yeah. What do you think about that?
Oh, and this is a good one too. I was going to show this one.
Meet you right here. Come here.
Poor guy's trapped in tall grass.
It's too tall.
Hey, come here. Major, come here. Come here, I'm right here. You can do it.
There he got it.
There you go.
This is my favorite part here. He's like,
Boy.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
He just lays down.
That was a lot. It was a lot.
That was a lot. I mean, that grass was taller than he was.
It's true.
Yeah, help the pup.
Help that pup. There are, so I went on a hike up in the mountains a couple days ago, and I don't think I've ever seen this kind of landscape before, but like, so once you get up more towards the top, the forest is a little bit more sparse, and there's a lot more tall grass, and then there's like all these wildflowers everywhere. It's really cool.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of cool rocks and lichen and stuff and it's always so frustrating because I love rocks. I think rocks are really cool.
Would you say they rock?
I would say that.
Nice.
I would say that, Matt.
And you have said.
Oh yeah, you got it there. You are correct, Love. You got to keep out of the long grass.
You got to keep. That's where the raptors are.
That's where the raptors are. But I always want to take pictures of rocks, but it's always like a picture of a rock is never as good as seeing a rock in person. Like, there's no way to like angle it that a rock is gonna look cool in a picture, and you're gonna want to put it on your wall. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like.
Yeah.
Well, also you got to keep out of long grass because it was so weird because it was very green up there, but there were also like cactuses with cactus flowers on them.
Oh yeah. Got to watch out for them cactus.
Very spiky, and thistles. Thistles are spiky.
Thistles. Yeah. Gracie gets in those. Like we'll be we'll be outside somewhere, and she will 100% find the spot that has like burrs and thistles and whatever little spiky things, or she'll like walk through a bush that has like the little things that like just kind of attach on and then go. It's like that's how they like.
Yep.
I guess spread their seed.
Yeah.
You know, that's an awful phrase, but I mean, that's what it is.
Hey, it's Friday, you know?
Yeah. What's the best? Burrs, thistles, or nettles? Oh, if by best you mean worst, I'll say nettles. Because they're the smaller ones, right?
Ugh.
Like the thistles you can get out.
And
And
thistles have a flower. I'm pretty sure they've got like medicinal purposes.
Do they?
I think so. I
Well,
could be
nettles you
wrong.
can make nettle tea.
Yeah.
I've
Well,
heard nettle tea is a
You
thing.
can? Why would you put something spiky into your drink?
Well, it doesn't stay spiky if it's in water.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
MLab is voting for nettles.
Yeah.
Artichoke is a thistle. Hi, Boof.
Hi, Boof. This is
Hi,
our
Boof.
new segment. Is it a thistle?
Is it a thistle? You know, they
But yeah, it's the worst
Yeah.
to try to get out of like a long dog
yeah.
fur. It's just, it's the worst.
It's
She's
a mess.
shedding right now a lot too, so it's like
Aw.
poor thing's got just bald patches.
Yeah. There and just generally there are a lot of flowers out here. Like everybody is like the whole city of Boulder is very invested in like planting pollinator or like bee flowers and stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
There and everybody's garden is so beautiful here. And the downtown is actually downtown Boulder was actually designed by the same city planner as Burlington, Vermont.
Oh, cool. I didn't know
Which is
that.
So interesting because as I was walking around downtown here, I was like, this reminds me a lot of Burlington, Vermont. And then my friend that I'm staying with was like, it's the same guy.
It's the same dude. Ted Burlington came over.
Ted Burlington.
His name was Boulder Burlington.
Yeah.
His
plays-
last name was in Vermont. His first name is in Colorado.
He plays the jazz clarinet.
Oh man, love me some jazz clarinet.
Yeah, yeah.
That's really cool. So how long are you in? How much longer are you in Boulder?
So today's our last day in Boulder,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're gonna go to Fort Collins, and then we'll go to Denver,
Mm-hmm.
and then probably we'll stop off back in Wisconsin, and then we'll head back to the East Coast.
Head back to Boston. You've made it to your easternmost westernmost destination.
It's true. Yeah.
Which is still that's pretty solid for a road trip.
Yeah. It's so funny because your sense of distance it's like on the East Coast, all of those states are clumped together.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also traffic.
Mm-hmm.
So, going from one end of one endpoint of New England to the other one probably takes a long time, but it probably takes about the same amount of time that it took us to get from Wisconsin to Colorado, because it's just a straight highway where you can go 80 miles an hour.
Right. If you're in the slow lane.
Yeah.
People, I'm sure that's pretty much the American Autobahn, where it's just people just
Zooming through.
yeah. So
A lot of
speaking
people
of the
are road tripping right now.
are they?
Yeah.
I'm flying. I booked a flight to Illinois. I'm going to see my family in August. I'm very excited to go.
Yeah.
But I'm flying, and that's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's all right. I have a comfy mask. I have one of those masks
Good.
that I don't mind kind of wearing because it's not bad.
Sorry, I interrupted your segue.
No, we were just going to talk about. I was going to talk about the Midwest and how people don't really know a lot about like what is the Midwest, and I think it's a perfect opportunity to talk about your shirt.
Yep.
And B, the postcard you sent me. So I'm gonna leave you on screen. I'm gonna let you talk about your shirt. I'm gonna go grab the postcard. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Perfect. And I'm actually gonna just gonna switch my camera here so we can get a little bit. Oops. There we go. Starting the camera. Hi. So we were driving through Iowa, and there's this company called Raygun that makes Midwestern themed T-shirts. And I've loved this company for a really long time, but I've never actually gotten a T-shirt from them. So we stopped off to go to the store in Iowa City, which is actually where I went to college as well. And I got this shirt.
Oh, sorry.
Iowa University in Idaho City, Ohio.
I love it so much. That makes
the
me
joke here
laugh so
being
hard.
that if you tell people that you go to University of Iowa, the next time you see them, they'll be like, "Oh, how's college out in Idaho?"
Yeah, and you did send me this postcard, which is by the same people. And first of all, thank you for sending me a postcard. That was the coolest thing. I love getting postcards. But what I need more than anything is refrigerator magnets. So I'm putting that call out there. If you're ever out and about and you want to send me refrigerator magnets, I would love that because I'm trying to keep everything I get on my fridge. And, but
he's got a lot of quizzes that he's aced, and he needs to put them up on the fridge.
Yeah. So greetings from the potato state, which I'm pretty sure I'm in right now. I'm in Idaho, aren't I? No? Iowa? Ohio? Well, there's probably some potatoes here somewhere. And then on the back is this little graphic, which I have here that I want to pull up. So this is a very accurate map of the Midwest.
Yeah. Labeled by people who are not from the Midwest, and what I've learned is, I posted on Facebook like, hey, I'm going to be road tripping in the Midwest. Any suggestions for things I could see? And what I learned from that is nobody knows exactly what the Midwest consists of, which states. Someone recommended I go to Tennessee.
Which is the Midwest?
Which is definitely the Midwest.
Regis' dad went to Iowa State University, and I just got so bewildered and confused. I'm glad you're fine.
I'm so glad we worked through that. Yeah.
I love this where it's like Chicago, like it's somewhere.
It's somewhere around here. Or wait, is this one Kansas?
Like how Idaho is here and Ohio is here, and neither one of those are Idaho.
I was not even there.
Oh, yeah. This makes me laugh. This is a tricky one.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, you should check out this guy's work.
Yeah. It's so good. And they do a lot of, they actually have a line of shirts and stuff, products out right now that are about pollinators. Oh yeah, the Iowa hot guys. It's my favorite. 'Cause we're actually called Hawkeyes, but if you say it fast enough,
it sounds like hot guys.
And while I was there, University of Iowa was actually named, I forget what the official title was, but like best looking campus, as in the school had the best looking people.
Oh, really? Well, the campus itself is shit. Like it's just
Don't go there.
It's just drainage ditches and half pipes. It's very Gotham looking.
Yeah.
But the people are beautiful.
Yeah. No, it was so funny because it's I think it's like 36,000 people or something that go to school there. But the campus doesn't feel that. It doesn't feel like the school is that big. But at the same time, like the downtown area, it was very weird going back there because everything just looked, after living in a city for so long, especially Boston, everything was so big, and it was like I felt dizzy. It was like disorienting. Like the streets are so wide. Like
Yeah,
you
because they've
actually
got so
fit
much space out there.
2 cars, you know, one,
Yeah.
like you can have a 2-lane road.
Yeah, when
And
Main
not-
Street is 4
Yeah.
lanes, you know,
Yeah.
but it's still like
Yeah.
a business district with like people walking and everything. You're like, oh, okay, they've
Yeah.
got space here.
And everything's so big. What?
Yeah, out here it's just everybody kind of huddled out and like smushed together, and then they're like, we're
Yeah.
just gonna keep building.
And you like don't want to share the park space with other people. You're like, I'm in this corner of the park. You have to be on the other end.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna build a fence.
Yeah. And I also stopped up. So we stopped in Iowa City to go to Raygun, and then we also stopped in Des Moines to go to this place called Zombie Burger.
Ooh.
Which is exactly what it sounds like. It's a zombie themed burger joint. They also have cereal shakes. They're very
Oh, I
famous
love
for.
that.
Yeah, there's one. I think it's called Unicorn Vomit, and it's got like Fruity Pebbles in it. And I got the 28 Days Later burger. It was very tasty, but I feel lied to, because they were like, so I'm gluten-free, and so I was like, hey, can you put this on a lettuce bun, which is
Right.
lettuce bun. It's like,
Lettuce
take
bun.
the big pieces and put a big piece on the bottom, big piece on the top.
Yeah.
But what actually happened is they put like a bed of lettuce, and then most of the burger fixings, and then a large leaf, and then the onions, and then the tomato on top.
So impossible to eat.
Yeah.
You're like, how am I supposed to eat this?
And they did not give me a fork. We ended up, so, like we had.
It's all.
That's why it's called zombie burgers, because you look like a zombie when you're.
Yeah. Yeah. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm looking at
ended up
the menus. It looks amazing.
It would, despite being difficult to eat, it was very tasty. I got the 28 Days Later, which has caramelized onions and blue cheese.
Ooh.
And I think bacon on it. Yeah, there was bacon. It was so good.
They've got a burger called the Negan, which is a veggie burger.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Interesting.
I love this. I went to a place in I think it was Iowa City. That did pie milkshakes.
The Hamburger Inn, yes.
Is that what that's called?
Yeah.
It is the Hamburger Inn.
It is. And so they're famous because they do the Iowa Bean Caucus, which is they have these jars set up with coffee beans, and they'll have people put a coffee bean in for who they're going to vote for. And the Bean Caucus, as far as I know, I haven't checked for the last few elections, but as far as I know, the Bean Caucus has never been wrong in predicting who the president is going to be.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the milkshakes were fantastic.
Oh yeah, they have this bourbon pecan pie milkshake.
Yeah, and it's not like they put like the pie fixings into the milkshake. It's they have the pies made, and you see them take a pie out of the case, get a piece of it, like an actual large piece of pie, and then just put it in that silver cup that they make the milkshakes out of.
Yep.
And it's the most amazing thing to watch.
It's great. It's amazing.
Yeah, the Midwest. I will say this about the Midwest. The Midwest knows how to do like restaurants and like food.
Yeah.
That will most likely kill you.
Yeah. And Wisconsin is, I can't drink beer again because of the gluten, but like,
right.
It's the best state for beer.
Do they do gluten-free beer?
There are some. I haven't tried very many. they're not super exciting to me. I'd rather just have something that is what it's trying to be than something that's trying to
Right.
be something it's not. You know.
Right. I get it.
So I've become a big fan of cider.
Because that's gluten free.
Yes.
And you've got the Angry Orchard sign there behind you. How
Oh,
fitting.
look at that! Look at that! There it is. But yeah, so, and Wisconsin has a better like variety of beer. So like Colorado is also it's supposed to be a really great beer state,
Mm-hmm.
but from what I understand, it's mostly only if you like IPAs.
Mm.
So if you like IPAs, Colorado's great. If you're not into that, Wisconsin will help you out.
Yeah, I've never been a big like. I'll drink beer, like I'll
Yeah.
drink a beer, but I'm not like huge into them, and I'm not crazy about IPAs. I went to a place in Somerville a couple weeks ago.
Mhm.
We were out. I was out with some friends. You know, it was great. We were out on one of those little outside areas that used to be street, but now it's restaurant, right? And everybody's ordering a beer, and I'm like, oh god, like I don't know. Like I was so confused. Like first of all, I hadn't left my house in a year, right? So I was interacting with people, and then they want me to order a beer, and I was like, I don't know what to like. None of these beers make sense to me. Like they're all like weird names, and
This one's
like,
made with mountain grass.
yeah, I was like, give me the one that I was like, could I just get a PB? I was like, I'll just get like a High Life. I ordered a High Life. They're like, we don't have High Lives. I was like, oh, okay, it's one of these.
Yeah.
I was like, then give me a beer that's like the closest to a High Life I can get. And they're like, okay, this will be the California grapefruit.
Hoppy.
Seminole hop.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
This was Jesus's favorite beer.
I was like, great. As long as it tastes like a Miller High Life. Can I get a lime in it?
Yeah. You know, it's so funny. So whenever I go to Wisconsin, I'll try to bring back beer for my friends that I know that are in.
Is that
beer.
legal? Can you do that? Can you cross state lines with that? Okay.
Oh, yes. They just like don't want, because like so many, there are enough people in Wisconsin to drink the beer. They really have no reason to like expand outside the state.
Amleth has strong opinions on IPAs. So does Pfeiffer.
Are mad at IPAs. So, you know, I'll just bring it back with me. I keep it in the secret compartment in my trunk.
We're gonna play Al Capone.
My mom used to do a similar thing. So my mom is from Colorado, and she went to school in Michigan State.
Mm-hmm.
And she was telling me, I'm sorry, there's a car alarm going off. I apologize if you can
That's
hear that.
okay.
She was telling me that the thing that people were always requesting for her to bring back from Colorado was Coors.
Coors. Oh yeah, people love Coors.
Coors, man.
Or as I pronounced it for a very long time, Coors.
Coors.
Coors. Now I have to say Coors.
Coors?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it like co-op?
I used to drink. Yeah, I mean that's one of those beers that I would drink because it was just like it was pretty much just water.
Yeah.
You know, you drink if it's cold enough, it's fine.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But they would request that? They would request Coors?
Yeah, because I guess it must not have been outside of Colorado when she was going to school.
Oh, and that's
crazy.
The Rockies. Like, it's pretty much where Coors was invented, I think.
Cold mountain stream. Yeah.
The cold mountain stream.
All I think about when I think of Coors is that commercial with the Arctic Coors train that comes through.
Yeah, that's very destructive to the environment when it comes through. It freezes everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not safe.
Oh. Smuggling Coors, I guess, is a thing people know about.
Smuggling Coors was at the center of a plot of a Smokey and the Bandit. Oh, I love Smokey and the Bandit. Which Smokey and the Bandit was that?
Oh, MLab approves of Coors.
I used to love the Smokey and the Bandit movies. Like they're
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Little oh man, how am I forgetting the Bandit?
What's the bandit's name?
Burt Reynolds. Jesus. Like,
Burt Reynolds. How do you forget Burt Reynolds?
I don't know. It's the new day.
So yeah. So now that we are on the topic of Colorado, I have, so there's a store here called Liberty Puzzles.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and they are laser cut wooden jigsaw puzzles, and they're a huge deal. And so I'll always go in because my mom really likes puzzles, and so I'll go get one. And they're so when lockdown first started, people didn't have a lot to do. They started ordering more puzzles to the point that like Liberty could not keep up with the orders, and so they started a wait list. And the way that it works is like you're on the wait list, and then they have to email you, and if you don't email them back within 15 minutes of getting the email, you miss your window, and you only get to buy one puzzle at a time. So they ended up having to like purchase a new like factory, which I'm not sure is up and running yet, but it should be fairly soon, because the demand for puzzles has been so high. But I got my mom a puzzle so I can like show you guys what these are like. So this is
Hold on, I'm gonna make you big here so people can see you. Yeah.
So it's a very nice box, and this is a Mary Cassatt painting, which you can't go wrong with. Moms love Mary Cassatt. Just FYI.
Mother's Day is right around the corner.
Right around the corner. My mom's birthday is coming up, so if you guys want to get her a present.
If you'd like to get Chloe's mom a present, shoot us an email at thatstoomuchbread@gmail.com, and we will give you Chloe's mom's address. We just have to screen you to make sure you're not a weirdo.
And so the unique thing about these puzzles is the puzzles are not like puzzle piece shaped. They're unique shapes. Like
I love that.
Yeah. And then they have, they'll have a bunch of pieces that are like just like random squiggles that fit into things, but then they also have these things called whimsy pieces, which are shaped like things. So this is an octopus.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then so they'll have shapes in there that are go with the puzzle theme. So obviously the puzzle on the beach, so they've got fishes and this guy's steering wheel for a ship. I don't remember what it's called.
So that means there's another piece that goes inside. Like, hold up that steering wheel piece again. Like, so is there a piece that goes in the middle of that?
Yes, and it is shaped.
That's crazy.
Like that. Yeah. And here's some people on a little bicycle enjoying their day. And the other really cool thing about it is that sometimes in the puzzle, the whimsy pieces will interact. So they'll have, like, maybe there's two people hanging out and dancing together near each other in the puzzle. Or, if we have a little ocean scene, there's like a couple seahorses hanging out together, or maybe they're chilling with the starfish. So they're really cool and intricate, and very much worth the money. They're very fun.
I'm on their website right now, looking at, and these are beautiful.
Oh yeah, they're gorgeous puzzles.
Look at that.
Look at that moose.
517 pieces. I mean, that's not too bad, right? That's pretty calm for a puzzle, right? 517 pieces.
517 is pretty big. This one's 490.
Oh, look at that. This map of Chicago.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like anything
this is crazy.
Over probably 300 pieces is pretty challenging puzzle.
I haven't put together a puzzle in ages. I used to do that when I was a kid all the time, but that was because there was no internet.
Yeah. When I was a kid,
I mean, there wasn't. So it was
internet was puzzles.
Internet was puzzles and blocks.
Yeah.
Costs more than I don't know what Gunpla is.
Gunpla?
Gunpla? Costs more than Gunpla. Pfeiffer. Do elaborate.
Please do. Yes, Chicago.
Oh, Gundam models.
Gundam models. Oh, I feel like I should have known that.
Thank you, Regis, for the assist.
Thank you.
We're taking statistics. So well done, MVP. That's crazy. Those puzzles are no joke.
Yeah, they're really cool. And like they're so intricate that like if you took it apart and put it together again, like it would still feel you're not gonna remember where everything went. It's still gonna be a very new experience.
Right. Are you one of those people that would put a puzzle together and then like lacquer it and frame it? And
oh, I don't think so. I liked being able to redo them. I guess my thought is like I don't care. I love doing puzzles. I mostly like them as like a bonding experience with my family.
Right.
I don't like puzzles in the way that like I'm very proud that I put one together. Like if I was super into puzzles and I was like, oh, I did this really complicated puzzle,
right,
then maybe I would frame it. But you know, because I don't feel that way, why would I put a picture up that has lines in it?
Well, but I think like this is one of those ones that like it would be cool because you see the little things in it to like keep it, but at the same time it's like, oh, you spent so much money on all those pieces, why would you like ruin it? Like why would you take it like keep it as one solid piece? It's not made to be that. It's made to be put together, looked at, and then taken apart. Yeah. And then put together again. Yeah. And I think that's one of the coolest things about these particular puzzles is, it keeps that fun. You would maybe notice new things each time you do it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh man,
it's a pretty cool company.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wish the pandemic would just like ramp back up again, so I had to be stuck at home. And
oh man,
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Sorry.
If the Delta variant keeps going the way it is, we might get your wish.
Order these puzzles. Order these puzzles now before they become scarce again. So, Chloe, I know you're usually the one that gives us TikTok videos.
Yeah.
I went and I did my best. I didn't get on TikTok. I got on YouTube. And I tried to like look for interesting TikToks that are happening. I'm such a fucking old man. Like, well, I got on the YouTube and
I went on the interwebs today.
And I typed in TikTok funny animals. No, I found this trend called what's it called? The Duck and Dodge Blindfold Challenge. Do you know this one?
No, I'm not familiar with this trend.
This made me laugh so hard when I watched this. I don't know if anyone in the chat is familiar with this, but I mean, it's best to just kind of show you. You'll see why it's called the Duck and Dodge Blindfold Challenge. It's in the title.
Okay. All right.
But here we go.
Well, I'll get it.
Yeah.
Blindfold challenge. Whoever gets to try this.
It was very mean. Like it's like a half full bottle of water. It's like a half full bottle of water on a string.
Yeah, it smacks.
It just every time it just smacks him on the head. Just right in the middle of her forehead.
What?
So good.
Good
And
old
there's
clean fun.
good, clean fun, except when people from Australia do it. Oh, what's it? Oh, the computer kept playing YouTube videos, and all of a sudden I heard music. I was like, "Oh God, where's that coming
no.
from?" So here's another couple playing it. This is two dudes from Australia playing it. It's very. This one guy's a little extreme. Here we go.
Fuck. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh wow. Oh.
And then he just flails.
Lay down. Fat man down. What the fuck is this shit?
Now watch how they really whip it.
Okay, so I'll go 1, 2, 3, push. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go.
Like he.
Hey, this game sucks. Oh.
So it really depends on
How
how the swing is going. So I guess they're
Right.
trying to make it go straight and then
Right,
go
so they
side to
can
side.
keep side to side, yeah.
3,
But they really kind of whip it. There we got it. That's just such a I was like, oh, that's such a fun,
So goofy.
wholesome little game to play.
Well, yeah, I mean, you think about it, of like people had to entertain themselves somehow.
Right? I want people to fill the bottle completely full and then freeze it. So it's a frozen bottle of water. I want to
This
see.
is human creativity at its finest.
Yeah. So that was my TikTok. That was my delve into TikTok. I hope I did okay, Chloe. I feel like
You
I
did
showed you
great.
something you hadn't seen.
It's true, you did. Well, so most of what I have, so when you're on TikTok, like the algorithms will sort it and be like, if you like something, it'll be like, we're going to show you more of this.
Mm-hmm.
And so you end up in certain parts of TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
which I think would be really interesting to like map somehow on a piece of paper of like where the different TikTok lands intersect. And so
You're just gonna have a board. You're just gonna have a board on your wall with
like a
red
risk map.
lines. It's like Charlie Day and It's Always Sunny. You're like, it makes sense.
But I'm mostly on feminist TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
gay TikTok, and I guess just comedy TikTok, or more like the people that tell stories that just have like a big personality. That's the corner of TikTok I'm in. So I actually don't see a lot of like challenges or dance challenges. I just see people like telling a story about a date they went on one time. Or like Jordan the Stallion talks about like working at Chipotle.
Or the guy that talks about his work in customer service. I love that guy. The guy that the super serious. I could sit and watch those for a while. Speaking of watching, segue. I've developed a little bit here. I've got some links here. I'm going to share. This is for your weekend watching. This is a little
watching.
Yeah, the weekend's coming up. You want some good stuff to kind of fill your YouTubes and just streaming time. You have you been watching any? I know you're on the road, so have you been?
Yeah.
Have you been streaming on your? Have you been watching any shows? Well, like when you're taking breaks, things like that.
Oh, I've mostly been watching movies. So my friend Lily and I are both like, we like to end the day with just like a chill movie.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, we've actually, and my parents had Disney Plus, so we watched Luca and
Oh, how is that?
Raya and the Last Dragon. Incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's a Pixar movie. Their formula works.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like two boys that become friends they're both sea monsters.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like similar to mermaids. So like when they come out of the water, they look human. But when they go into the water, instead of just like developing a tail, it's like full body scales.
Right.
Sea monster, and they still have like legs, but they've got flippers, and then they have more of like a crocodile tail.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the boys is like has been living on this island by himself, and the other boy is like, his family is like, you're not allowed to go to the surface, it's not safe.
Right.
And it's so good because they go into the town, and it's set in Italy, and they go into the towns and they make friends with this girl, and they're trying to. There's this race. It's a 3-part race. You can either do it by yourself or as a team.
Mm-hmm.
One part is a swim, one part is a pasta eating contest, and the other part is a bike race.
Uh-huh.
So if you have to do it all by yourself, it's not great because you gotta
eat all that pasta
and then get on a bike.
I can do one of those two things, and it's not get on a bike.
But it's a really beautiful metaphor for like, being different and being accepted.
That's awesome.
Finding the people that accept you, and it's just, it's a Pixar movie. It'll make you cry a little bit.
Yeah, see, I think that's one of the reasons why I haven't watched it yet, is because those movies tend to make me ugly cry. And I'm at a point right now where I will literally
such good friends.
Yeah, my wife and I are rewatching Ted Lasso because the new Ted Lasso starts July 23rd, the new Ted Lasso. So we've been rewatching the first season. And like I said, it's a rewatch. We've watched it all before. I know what happens. I cried more this time than I did the first time through.
You're like anticipating it.
Yeah. Every episode, it's just like, but that just shows you where I am emotionally at this point. I have not. Regis Z Live asks if we've seen the trailer for Turning Red yet. I haven't, but it looks. I'm going to watch it. Not now, but like right after the show. 100%. I'm actually I'll put the link here so people can see it, because there's a couple other trailers I think people should see. Chloe, you're into Marvel, right? You've watched them all. So did you watch Loki? Have you been watching Loki?
No, I haven't had.
Well, it's all online now, the whole first season, so you can binge it. It's just you can watch it back to back, which is probably a good way to watch that show.
Yeah.
I've been watching it, episode by episode. And the finale just happened, and I enjoyed it.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. It was good. I think what's cool about it is it's setting up the new phase of Marvel. Like this, I think Loki is the one that's kind of kicking off this kind of what this next phase is going to be about, because there's all these different timelines, and of course there's the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness that's going to be coming out next year. MLab just started watching Ted Lasso last night. Oh,
get the tissues ready.
Get the tissues. It's so good, MLab. I'm so excited for you to watch that. I really hope he wins a ton of Emmys for that show.
Because his acceptance speeches are just.
I love the one where he honestly didn't think he was going to win, so he was probably a little high.
Like in his tie-dye hoodie.
Yeah, Yeah, he's just like, oh shit, I won.
Oh, okay. Well.
Well, you know. Then okay, so with the Marvel. Sorry, back to Marvel. It's very hard to veer off track here. They've got the new show that's coming out is called What If. It's this animated series that the animation is super cool. I'm gonna mute it here, but I'm gonna show a little bit of it here so we can. So it's one of these. This is the beginning of
That's
Iron
Tony
Man, the
Stark,
first Iron Man, right? But then we've got, what's this? Oh, it's Killmonger. So it's like all these different like timelines and all these different things that might happen or that could have happened. Yeah.
Okay. So are they like sort of one-off episodes?
Yeah, that like talk about the different. I think so. I think it's like an anthology kind of show. But they got all the actors to come and do the voices for their characters.
That's so cool.
And this was actually Chadwick Boseman's final role. Is he did the voice for T'Chaka.
T'Challa.
T'Chaka was. A different character, I think.
Wow.
Or maybe I'm just
This looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks really, really good. They're doing Agent Carter or Captain Carter.
Oh, heck yes.
Yeah, which evidently I've also heard tell that she is going to be in the new Doctor Strange movie as Captain Carter. So like they're like,
thank goodness. I love that character. I love that actress.
Yeah, real good stuff. So this looks fantastic. So that's starting. You should definitely watch this with sound because it's worth seeing.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
That animation style is just killer. So we'll put the chat in there. We'll put that in the chat for you to see.
Amazing. Well, do we have trivia today?
We don't. I didn't do trivia today because it's the weekend.
So we can chill.
You just chill. I did start a Sporkle for 2MB Studios. So if you are on Sporkle, you can challenge us to quizzes. If you'd like. We're let's see here if I can share the profile here. It's Brainy Bread because I came up with this last night.
Spread with brains, people.
Yeah, if you're a Sporkle fan, there's our Sporkle. I just like saying the word Sporkle. I haven't done any quizzes yet, but if you challenge me to quizzes, we will do them. I'd like to figure out how to do them online and show doing them, but haven't quite got that down yet.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else did I want to? Oh God. So here's one that I am going to show. This is a trailer for. So I'm big into reality TV. I've gotten into some of these, especially on HBO Max. And they have a new, like we watched The Bridge. We talked about The Bridge. Well, this is one that is completely different than The Bridge. And I'm just going to show it. It might mute us, but I'm going to show it because you gotta see it. It's a reality show hosted by Nikki Glazer.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So here we go.
They look like angels, but they're really the devil. Ooh.
F-Boy Island.
Women have been forced to tolerate the manipulative douchebaggery of F-Boys for far too long. And that's why we're here. Welcome to F-Boy Island. Ladies, the 3 of you are hoping to find love in this tropical paradise.
I'm over the players. I'm at a point in my life where I'm ready for love.
Chloe, your face is
What you
priceless.
should
I
know,
love it
there are
so
24
much.
men. 12 of them are nice guys. The other 12, self-proclaimed F-boys.
Bruh.
He's really cute, but he looks like he's gonna ruin my life.
It's up to these 3 ladies and you at home to figure out who the F is who. I don't even know. It's gonna be hard.
I like big boys, itty bitty boys.
I like funny guys. I like silly guys.
I like a beard.
MLab is into this.
I'm hoping to have some fun and see who does have good intentions. He looks like a guy that has 2 phones. We're very intelligent women. We're gonna sniff out these troublemakers.
I'm so nervous. I'm sweating right now. Legit.
Let's play ball!
I came here for a relationship, not for the game. I like her.
But the twist, there's money on the line.
Oh
Guess how much?
what?
Everyone has a chance to win $100,000.
We're in a whole new game. It's time to turn it up a notch.
The F-boys have admitted to our producers they're just here for the
Yes,
cold hard
Regis.
cash.
This does look
I don't know what to
mortifying, but
believe
I'm
right
going to
now.
watch it.
My red flags are going off. There's a lot of F-boys to get rid of, so let's get them out of here. You're so nice, like really nice.
Come and get a taste. You trying to play a game?
Your way is a bitch way.
This is unnecessary.
That's confidence within me.
Let's find out your true status. Nice guy or F-boy?
Goodbye. I am shocked.
F-boy, F-bye.
Jaw dropping. I'm still picking mine up off the ground.
Why are you crying? Are you okay?
I hate this man. This is the type of treatment you get. You're an F-boy.
This is a game, but we are not a game. Cheers to that.
F-Boy Island.
Those
I feel like
boy, those women are gonna have had an incredible bonding experience.
I just feel like we're getting so close to the reality of that 30 Rock episode, or the 30 Rock bit that was MILF Island, where they take these sexy moms and put them on an island with a bunch of like 14-year-old boys. It's like, yeah, it's like we're just we're teetering on the edge of this reality TV thing, but that just looks like the right kind of trashy.
It's the weirdest timeline.
We are in the weirdest, 100% the weirdest timeline.
You know, I'm not usually hyped about reality shows, but I might watch this one.
Yeah, I don't know, Chloe. I think maybe you and I should watch this one together.
Because I would be. I think I've gotten pretty good. It mostly just to test my F-boy radar.
Okay. So
I think I've gotten pretty good at it.
Yeah, I love that. So stay tuned. We'll be giving you a full F-Boy Island play-by-play.
He's not here to make friends.
No, he's not here to make friends. Yeah, we'll definitely be doing some. We'll definitely be talking more about that because I feel like Chloe. I feel like we would enjoy that show.
Yeah, this is important.
We'll get Smars in on it. Smars will be in. We'll get MLav to come watch it with us.
Perfect.
We'll just make some reaction videos. It'll be great.
It's gonna be great.
Sorry, MLav, you've been recruited. That's what you get for watching the show.
You're part of it now.
You're part of this. Okay, so I'm going to show you a little bit of this as well. This is. Do you remember the True Facts videos that I
Yes.
showed? There's a
Yes.
new True Facts video that just dropped July 14th, so just a couple days ago. Just want to show just a little bit of this. This is about wild pigs, and then I'll put the link for the rest of it. This is so good.
So there's a cheetah on the hunt, right? And she spots some prey, and she's like, whatever that is looks delicious, and she starts chasing it. They try a little distraction tactic, but she's not having it, stays on after the first one, and then bang, sharp right, and the cheetah's like, holy crap, this thing can run. But now they're on a straightaway, and she's like, screw this, I'm the fastest land animal. And she's right up on it, and she looks over, and what the fuck? Look at her. She's like, get me out of here. And now the warthog's chasing the cheetah until the cheetah stops and says, what the hell was that? And her buddy comes over and says, what happened? And she's like, I don't know, but that thing looked like a baby elephant trying to kick its way out of a cow's face. The warthog's like, suck it, cheetah. But let's back up a bit.
Suck it, cheetah. I just love everything about that, man.
Oh, so good.
So check out here's True Facts. That's what it was called.
Facts of the Illuminati. Oh wait.
True Facts of. Oh yeah, real funny.
That's like great.
Awesome. Well, I mean, let's see. What else do I have here? I've got some more interesting things. Nothing more to show. We won't show anything else. Yeah. But we do have a What You Doing This Weekend segment.
What you doing this weekend?
Now, you, Chloe, are driving back to driving back to Boston this weekend.
No.
No.
No,
you're driving to Fort Collins.
Yes. I'm gonna go paddleboarding tomorrow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds fun.
I don't think I've ever actually paddleboarded. I've used a paddleboard as a surfboard.
Mm-hmm. But you got to get up on it.
First starting out, like you want a bigger board. It's more stable.
Mm-hmm.
So I've used a paddleboard as a surfboard, but I haven't actually done paddleboarding before. I'm pretty sure.
Well, good luck with that. I hope that
a great core exercise.
I would love to see. The if you do maybe a video of you paddleboarding. That would be something that maybe a TikTok of you paddleboarding.
I'll get up on that TikTok with my paddleboards.
Yeah. Well, but if you can't paddleboard like Chloe, I've got some interesting things. I went on to Eventbrite, and I looked up the free events that you can get this weekend, thinking this would be fun. And I tell you what, tomorrow at this weekend, the 17th and the 18th, from 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern, is Friendly Fest.
Ooh.
So yeah, you can Friendly Fest, which is a Zoom concert. So
cool.
Yeah, we're gonna put this in the chat here. You can go check this out. Yeah, I don't know if it'll be any good. It's free. It should be.
Free things are great.
Yeah, free things are fantastic. So there you go. There's that. There's also, this is a good one here, virtual sea shanty sessions. If you want to go hang out and do some sea shantying.
Who doesn't want to do sea shanties?
I mean, man, I thought this was, I thought we could watch some of it now, but we can't. So if you want to do some sea shantying, here is, here's that.
You got an option.
What do you do with a drunken sailor?
You're going to find out this weekend.
You're going to find out. Absolutely. And then there's one more. This one, it looks to be like the most fun. It's virtual Mingo, which is musical bingo.
Oh.
So we all love bingo. And so this is musical
amazing.
Bingo.
Yeah.
I'm trying to type and talk at the same time. It's not working for me.
I'd be really good. I'd be really good at musical bingo. I'm really good at music. And by that I mean I can recognize a song very quickly.
Well, there you go.
And then I change the radio station because I don't want to hear it.
You're like, nope.
Beep, boop, boop.
Bye. So yeah, that's what you've got over the weekend.
Lots of stuff to do.
Yeah. And there's also 2MB stuff to do too. We've got Knights of Prospect tomorrow at 8. And Simly the Jess. If you like The Sims, come and watch. And you're a big fan of Quarantine Action Wrestling, you should come and watch Simly the Jess on Sundays from 7 to 9.
It's gonna
So
be
that's
great.
all that's going on this weekend.
That's what we got. Everybody, oh, you hear that?
Sounds like somebody's doing some tree trimming.
That's a chainsaw. That means the show's over, folks.
That's our end of show chainsaw. It's a new thing we're trying to do.
We're not. Let us know in the comments.
We take your comments very seriously. So if you don't like the chainsaw, let us know. And we will. And 69 tonight, baby.
Oh, yeah.
69 Minutes of Sex with Me tonight at 7, hosted by the amazing Boof Wellington.
Which is, to be clear, a line game.
Right. It is Sex with Me is a line
comedy
game.
Show.
There will be no sexual acts.
Yeah.
Just
Correct.
dirty puns.
Just dirty puns. So, maybe like PG-17.
Oh no, it's R-rated.
R-rated?
It's
Okay.
a hard R-rated.
Hard R.
Yeah. There are some verbal things. Yes, there are, Kit Tempest. Hi. No, that's a super fun show. It's PG-69.
Nice.
Yeah, there it is.
Nice. We got it.
And
there.
you know what? I mean, that's where the lights would get. That's where we would get our
There's
lights.
no better
so.
note to end the show on. So
Yeah.
We'll see you next Friday.
We'll see you next Friday for Hello Weekend. Thanks, Chloe. Get back to Boston safe.
Will do.
And we'll see you all next week. Bye.
Bye, weekend.
Thank you.